Good morning, Morgan Maxwell Mountain Lions. Today is Tuesday, April 6, 2021. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you, and you may be seated.
Our on-campus menu for today is baked chicken for lunch, and breakfast tomorrow is a cinnamon roll. Yummy. We have two birthdays today. The first is Owen N. in Miss Jo's class, and the second is Mariella V. in Mr. Arias' homeroom. Happy birthday, guys. We hope you have a great day. A few announcements today. I just want a reminder that the shirt orders were delayed. I had a few people ask me yesterday. They're not in yet, but as soon as they get here, we will pass them out. That will hopefully be the end of this week, the beginning of next week. Also in our AZ Merit Rating today, we have our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders all testing today. We have a lot of extra kids on campus today, and we're excited to see them all. 4th graders, you will be testing on Thursday, and 5th graders, you will be testing on Friday. So be sure to get lots of sleep and eat breakfast either at home or at school because that helps your brain focus. Just a reminder that the testing is taking place in the library, so you're not allowed to walk through the library. If that's usually your shortcut, like if you needed to go to the office from your classroom or a restroom, make sure you're walking around. Also, if you need a computer, just a reminder, teachers, you're sending an email to Miss Ileana and she'll bring down what you need. Also, we're in our last couple of days of the book fair, so get online and buy some books. All right, it is Test Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about sleep, not necessarily as it is related to testing, but just as its in general importance overall. My kinder 1st and 2nd graders also got a video on sleep last Tuesday, but it's such an important topic that we're going to revisit it again. So this video is going to talk about how much sleep kids need and how it affects them when they don't get enough sleep. So pay really close attention, because really what it shows us is that sleep is so important for our behavior. It's important for how we learn. We can't learn if we don't get enough sleep. Our brain just doesn't actually function right. Another thing that they're going to point out is how changing our sleep, like on the weekends or on vacation, actually makes us less effective learners. So that's also something that I really want to point out to you. Teachers, some of this information is really interesting, but students might need a little adult help in processing it. So if you see something that you really want to point out to your students, I encourage you to pause the video and talk about it, or come back to it at the end. All right, guys, let's learn about sleep.
We all know that disruption in sleep is more than just an inconvenience. It affects our bodies in more ways than we understand, and this effect is much more pronounced in children than in adults. Sleep issues in the early years can cause permanent changes to a child's brain. Children ages 3 to 7 who don't get enough sleep are more likely to have problems with attention, emotional control, and peer-to-peer relationships in mid-childhood. Moodiness, depression, and even binge eating can also be symptoms of chronic sleep disorder. The recommended amount of sleep at specific age categories are 12 hours or longer at ages 6 months to 2 years, 11 hours or longer at 3 to 4 years, and 10 hours or longer at 5 to 7 years. Dr. Avi Seda, one of a prominent sleep scholar, did an experiment with 77 regular 4th and 6th graders. Sleeping hours of these children were manipulated, and effects were observed over a 6-day period. Through sleep manipulation, one group got 30 minutes more than normal sleep, and the other group got 30 minutes less. At the end of the study, the researcher took a test of children's neurobiological functioning and found measurable difference between the two groups. The children who got more sleep than usual showed an improved performance in memory test and reaction time, and children in the sleep-deprived group showed either no improvement or deterioration in memory and reaction time. It's not only the number of hours of sleep, but also the time of sleep which matters. During weekends, children sleep and wake up later than their usual time. They are not sleeping less, but merely shifting the sleep and wake-up time. Researchers have discovered that this mistiming, also known as circadian dysregulation, has a high correlation with performance on a standardized school readiness test. Every hour of weekend shift costs students 7 points on the test. Sleep deprivation can impact a child's IQ as much as lead exposure. Recent research has also revealed an association between sleep deprivation and poorer grades. A survey of more than 3,000 high school students found that students who reported that they were getting C's, D's, and F's in school obtained about 25 minutes less sleep and went to bed about 40 minutes later than students who reported they were getting A's and B's. In teenagers, because of the delay in the release of melatonin, sleep cycle shifts. Teens sleep late and tend to wake up late. Schools which have shifted their timing to later during the day have observed marked performance improvement in the students. In a study, researchers at the University of Minnesota reported the results of a study of more than 7,000 high school students whose school district had switched the timing from 7:15 a.m. to 8:40 a.m. Compared with students whose schools maintained earlier start times, students with later starts reported getting more sleep on school nights, being less sleepy during the day, getting slightly higher grades, and experiencing fewer depressive feelings and behaviors. Tired children cannot remember what they have just learned because neurons lose their efficiency and are not receptive to forming new sympathetic connection necessary to form new memories. Sleep loss also affects body's ability to extract glucose from the bloodstream. Brain, being the biggest consumer of energy, gets affected the most, and of all the parts of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for planning complex cognitive behavior, personality, expression, and decision-making, gets affected the most. With a tired brain, children get distracted easily and have difficulty with impulse control. Another interesting fact is where the positive and the negative stimuli are processed. Amygdala processes negative stimuli, and hippocampus processes positive stimuli. Sleep deprivation hit hippocampus harder than the amygdala. Because of this effect, people who are sleep deprived have a hard time recalling happy memories, but can easily recall negative events. For more information about sleep,
hopefully you're motivated tonight to go to bed early or on time. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. But for today, remember, Morgan Maxwell Mountain Lions practice, say it with me, being safe, being responsible, being respectful, and being kind. All right, time for some daily affirmations. These repeat after me. I am smart. I can achieve my goals. I work hard. I am awesome. It's okay if I make mistakes. Okay, great job, guys. Remember, we say our daily affirmations because they are proven to help us reach our goals faster, have higher self-confidence, and be better student overall. So thanks for doing them with me every morning. That's all I have for today. It's a good day to have a good day, so I hope everyone has an awesome Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.